Okay, we got another whiny post from Big Baby Laura over here. So we gonna take a look at it. But I saw this on the Perplexed CPS, otherwise known as the #1 fan channel, last night. But obviously I wasn't making a video. It was like 3 a.m. I don't know. I woke up and I was scrolling through YouTube because I couldn't sleep. But anyway, this shit is, pretty much the same shit we always see from Laura, her usual, I'm a fucking victim, poor me, and I didn't say that, bullshit. So let's take a look. So Laura says, I don't know why someone twisted what I said, so let me make this crystal clear. I did not call her attorney. I never said I called her attorney. Okay, we're going to stop there for a second. So I happen to know exactly whoever the fuck it is, I don't know who she's addressing this to. I have no idea because I didn't see her actual post or watch her last live if she went live. But I know she was live the other night, and I watched it. Well, I watched some of it, like the very beginning in the morning, and I caught her saying this, okay?
She doesn't have an attorney. And again, if you don't believe me, just call the guy and ask him if he continually represents Brittany Jackson. His answer is no. He represented her for C&Ds. Okay.
Okay, so what you said there made it sound like you called him. This was like one of 2 times that she encouraged her audience, whoever the fuck is even listening to her, to call this Brittany girl's attorney's office. She's like, oh, well, just call him. But what she said there, okay, sounds like she's basically saying that she called. Because, I mean, how would you know what the guy's answer is to the question of, do you continually, represent Brittany if you didn't fucking talk to him? So either you're just fucking lying and making shit up, or you called the attorney's office. And again, why the fuck are you doing this, dude? If you called this girl's attorney's office, like, dude, why? Why are you this fucking invested in this girl's fucking life? Who fucking cares whether this guy's representing her or not? Do you understand that attorneys are fucking busy and have better shit to do than talk to a bunch of fucking assholes, a bunch of fucking Karen, let me speak to your fucking manager, nosy Gladys Kravitz fucking assholes from the fucking internet? I mean, seriously, dude, you're encouraging people to call somebody's fucking lawyer's office. Do you really fucking care that much? So stupid. So fucking stupid. She said it multiple times within like the 10 minutes that I fucking actually listened to her stream, because I had to turn her ass off because I don't fucking care about any of this shit, honestly. But it's like, here's Laura again, reaching into people's real lives over nothing. Okay, this girl Brittany didn't do fucking anything to her. I get it. Laura was mad at me when she fucking did what she did to me. Fine, I talked shit about her. But this girl Brittany, she ain't done shit to her. Why the fuck are you calling her fucking doctor's office and reaching into her fucking real life, telling people to call her fucking attorney's office? Holy shit, girl. Get a fucking life already. Okay, so anyway... This is the funny part here. So she says, I never said I called her attorney. My name is not CPS Laura. Oh, yes, the fuck it is. Oh, yes, the fuck it is. You decided that was your fucking name when you called CPS, girl. Okay? So now that's your fucking name. That's your decision. You decided that was going to be your fucking name because, again, you knew what the consequences were going to be of doing such a thing. Okay, so, yeah, so welcome to your new name, girl. I hope you enjoy it, CPS Laura. Anyway, my name is Laura, so we could stop following what Beelzebub B. Girl, what the fuck are you talking about? Beelzebub B? What is that? That's so lame. Started and grow up. Aw, what's the matter, Laura? You don't like being called CPS Laura? Aw, that's too bad. That's too fucking bad, isn't it? Anyway, I made a mistake almost 5 years ago. She's always got to like tack on the extra year to make it seem like it was longer ago than it was. But Laura, that was in August of 2021. Do the math, honey. Okay, it's 2025. August just passed us 2 months ago. Okay. But she's just got to keep distancing herself from that. It's 5 years ago. Okay, it doesn't matter how long ago it was. You still did it, and therefore you're still a fucking CPS caller. Okay, the years aren't going to erase that. Okay, it still happened. We found out about it like a year ago. So it's kind of fresh in everybody's minds. But yeah, you're just going to have to fucking get used to that name. And if you don't like it, well, too fucking bad, right? Maybe you should get the fuck off the internet. Or maybe you shouldn't call CPS on innocent people. I don't know. Anyway, enough already. I am the only mofo in this entire community who is held accountable for something that happened in 2021. Well, you're the only fucking motherfucker in this community who did that, Laura. So that's why you're the only one being held accountable for it, okay? We're not going to hold other people accountable for shit that they did in 2021, because nobody fucking did that, okay? Okay. And you're the only one. See, here's the difference. This is why you're the only one who's being held accountable for this. Let me explain this to you. Remember when Oni got busted out for the cop calls? Called the cops on himself, right? He swatted himself. What a fucking idiot. Then me, Starlight, right? Then he tried doing some shit for J for Justice, whatever. Okay? When that happened, see, I'll at least respect Oni in the sense that the guy had enough sense in his head that he was like, wow, I done fucked up. Okay? So now I'm going to not show my face around YouTube anymore. I'm just gonna fucking leave because clearly nobody fucking likes me, and I'm probably never gonna fucking live this down, okay? People are gonna call me a swatter, serial swatter, and all this other phony, oni, baloney, whatever the fuck people were calling him. And so he had enough fucking sense to be like, you know what, let me step away from this situation because it's probably just gonna get worse for me. You, on the other hand, decided to stick around after you got busted out and take the fucking abuse that you knew was going to come to you, girl. Because I know somewhere out there's a clip of you talking about what would happen to somebody if they were busted out as a CPS caller. So you decided to do that and then stick around and take the fucking abuse, okay? So, again, tough shit, okay? Get used to it. Because to be honest, I saw a comment, I think, under this post, and the person was right. I forget who it was. I think it might have been Heart-Shaped Box. Don't quote me on that. But they were right when they said, this is the least of the punishment that you could have potentially had, Laura, because I could have pressed charges on you and took this shit all the way, and you could have had to, pay fines or whatever, okay? So being called CPS Laura, which is the truth, it's not like people are lying, okay? I don't know, would you rather we called you Horseface Laura? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? CPS Laura is the least of your fucking problems, to be quite honest, okay? It's the least of your punishment that you could fucking take for what you did. You didn't get any criminal charges pressed on you, which, you could have had, and you got quite a lengthy record there already, right, Laura? Miss Fake Check Writer and all the other shit you've done. Oh my God, what a messy bitch. Anyway, but yeah, being called CPS Laura, I think that's pretty understood, right? That you should be called that since, that's what you are, okay? But it could have been a lot worse. It could be a lot worse, right? So anyway, she writes, if you don't like me, that's one sentence right there. If you don't like me, that's the sentence, okay? Cool. That's another sentence. She clearly doesn't understand how commas work or anything like that. I'm okay with that, but enough about the BS from 2021. Aw, is it getting to you, Laura? Is it getting to you? I feel so bad. Let me explain something to you here, Laura, okay? What you did was a fucking crime, okay? So here, I asked Google, your favorite research tool, what would happen to somebody who's false reporting? And here's what Google had to say. In New York, knowingly making a false report of child abuse or neglect to the statewide Central Register is a Class A misdemeanor under penal code, whatever, penal law, okay? This is a criminal offense with a punishment of up to 1 year in jail or fines, okay? Do you understand that? So, being called Laura CPS doesn't seem that severe anymore, does it? Okay. Kind of sucks to be you, right? There are also proposed civil penalties and procedures to address intentional false reporting, which, by the way, Laura, I would be able to prove 10 times over because your stupid fucking ass has admitted to it 10 times over on your own channel that you falsely reported and why you did it. I mean, I have a full fucking confession from you. Okay. So, again, you could have been in a lot worse off of a position than just being called CPS Laura and being held accountable for your actions online. And I want you to pay attention to these civil penalties because, yeah, a year in jail would have sucked, right? But potentials for fines. In 2017, State Senate bill proposed civil penalties for intentionally making false reports, including fines up to $5,000 for the first violation and $10,000 for subsequent violations. How would you have liked, Laura, to have paid $5,000 for what you did? Okay. You have your daughter getting married, and I could have been a real fucking asshole and put you through this, but you know what? Your life is sad enough without having to go through this. You're living your fucking karma out without having to go through all this shit, okay? I didn't fucking fuck you like I could have. So really, honestly, you should be thanking people for just calling you Laura CPS online. I'm so sick of hearing you fucking cry about a fucking name when shit could have been a hell of a lot fucking worse for you. I just don't know what part of her doesn't understand that this was a fucking criminal act. If I was a vindictive fucking piece of shit like you, I would have fucking pressed charges. But you know what? You're not fucking worth my time, my family's time, or having to go through all this shit again. You're living your fucking karma every day when you wake up. There's really nothing I could do to you that would be worse than what you do to yourself on a daily basis, like, making CPS calls while fully knowing the consequences. So anyway, she continues to cry here. I don't even know where I left off, but okay, I'm okay with that, but enough with this BS from 2021. No one else gets held accountable from years ago. So move the fuck on or hold everyone to the same standard. And again, I'll just remind you that you're the person who did this, knew the consequences of it, and then decided to stick around and deal with the consequences, okay? Because everybody else I know who's done fuck shit like this, such as Oni or even Fod, right? Fod called on Brian, or Dumpy Dump, right? Who called on Brian as well. Do you see those people around anymore, Laura? Do you see them around? Because guess what? Every time they came back, or tried to come back, they would fucking get reminded and then they would fucking leave again. All right. So it's clear that, they at least have enough dignity to fucking leave and not, stick around and listen to a bunch of fucking strangers on the internet calling you, CPS caller and all this other fucking shit. You, on the other hand, I don't know. You must love the fucking, you must love it. You enjoy the attention, clearly. Okay. Because most people would be so ashamed and embarrassed of their actions that they would fucking leave the platform and go somewhere else or find something else to do or another way to make money. I mean, even fucking Oni had enough sense to leave. You're the one who's stuck around here, so of course you're the one who's going to be held accountable for your actions. There's nobody else I know of that stuck around and hangs around after doing something like that and admittedly did it. And on top of that, if anybody did anything even close to that, okay, I'm sure that those people genuinely apologized for their actions. You never fucking apologize, Laura. You could fucking say you did all day, but whatever, that apology you wrote to me was not an apology, dude. That was an insult, okay? You never even fucking sent it to me. You never even actually fucking sent it to me. So, I mean, I don't know who the fuck you're kidding with this shit. And, the fact that you're sitting around crying about being called a name that's an accurate name for you, when you know full well that's what you did, it's too bad. I mean, I don't know what to tell you, but things could have been a lot worse for you. And you're welcome for not fucking, making you fucking go through the whole entire court process and having to come up here to New York and deal with the fucking consequences of your actions. Okay? This is the least severe consequence that you have to fucking suffer. So you sound like a spoiled little brat crying about this shit when honestly, you didn't even really pay the price for what you did.